birth of their greatest son, an Anglo-Saxon warrior destined to be a champion for the ages and a national treasure for all time.
Hey everybody, so sorry for the indecision on getting this going, but I want to get it done today. What happened was yesterday my mother-in-law was vacuuming. Okay, this is the third time she's fell, and she was backing up. She's 80 years old. She backed up and she went and hit her head. So we rushed her to the hospital. Fortunately, my daughter was working and took care of everything. And she's home at least. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it today. I kind of scheduled it for tomorrow. But then, I kind of want to get the initial stuff of this done, creating a character, trying to do the first operation, because that's going to show you a lot of what goes on with moving within a system and stuff like that. I got it down, but I think I could do a little bit better with it. But, we're going to learn as we go. And that's what I always enjoy. Let's say hi to Monster X. I really don't care what Google thinks. Come on. This stupid thing. Hey, Rob, says Bill. Steph, how are you? Jonathan, how are you? So what we're going to do is we're going to get right to it. I'm going to slide over that way. And I'm going to talk you up on this. And we're going to make sure you understand. So if you're on the fence about getting this game, and you've never played D100 Dungeon, when you're done, I'm hoping that you go out and buy both, because they're both tremendous experiences. So we're going to go down. You may hear me open up a soda can or something, or this, that, and the other. Just bear with me. I got like 15 things on this monster table going on. We got Kill Team we're still working on, Massive Darkness 2, Masters of the Universe Battleground set, and then Wave 2 came in from my boys down at the bearded brown coat. So I ran up there and I picked that up. And oh my God, now you could play. I didn't even know this, but on the Masters of the Universe Battleground, you could play solo. All right, count me in. Bill says, in space, no one can hear you scream. But can they? Oh, Bill, thank you, bro. We'll get you at the end of the thing. I promise you that much, my brother. All right? All right, so I promised I would do this, and I really want to stay locked in and on things going forward. My most important thing is, Bill, thank you so much. Every donation helps. It really does. You have no idea. We've got a lot of exciting things going on. I got some stuff coming in later in the week. You guys are going to flip out. I broke out my advanced space crusade, which I found because we're trying to clean the storage unit, which is a whole thing onto itself. And I found all kinds of stuff. All right, listen, you're here to see D100, not listen to me talk. Let's get going. Let's go over to our thing. Let's make sure that we're good. Okay, good. I'm going to slide over here a bit. And, again, this is the downloaded copy. They're about 3 to 5 weeks out on doing the books. And when it comes, it comes. So I've got the book coming, but I printed this out. I made my own little thing here, and we're going to go with it. All right. So the first thing I want to show you, we're going to be doing, hopefully, the first operation, which is space travel, because that's probably one of the most important things. But we gotta make a captain, and you know me. I got to be me. All right. So we're going to go here, and we're going to create our character right off the bat. You know what we really need that would really help us, and I think would really make this game great? How about some dice? Okay. So I'm going to show you what dice you're going to need. This is my little baby dice box. My granddaughter likes this one. We're going to need 2 D10s, okay? I mean, you can go... Yeah, you can go any way you want to go. Well, you're not going to be able to see those, right? So I'm going to take I'm going to take a D6, right? And then I got all these at Miniature Market. Miniature Market had like a giant sale, and I just went, yeah, you know what? I need some new dice because God knows I can't roll to save my life. This is 1 D10, and then we're going to pull out the other one without trying to make this too boring. Okay, there we go. That's all we need. All right. So D6 and 2 D10, and you're off and running. Okay, let's get that out of the way. That's before you start playing, right? Okay. All right. Oh, and yeah, we have a D10, so there we go. All right. So the next thing is we're going to create a character, and just like in D100, well, first of all, we got to name the brother. All right. We got to name the brother. What did David say? I just want to get that down. David said, "Is Advanced Space Crusade the game that was placed on the Tyranid hive ship?" Yes. Yes. That one or Space Crusade, I forget. I dug out the box and I said, man, this would be cool to do sometime this month. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to name our captain, and it's Captain Seahawk. I mean, come on. That's just how I roll. Let me bring this camera in a hair. All right, there we go, so you can see what the hell I'm doing. And I'll try to keep things nice and tight for you. So, and since my ability to write is hampered, so Captain Seahawk, you know, it kind of sounds like something out of that thing. I'm going to be a human because I'm going to keep this really easy. Human. All right, and there's a thing that'll be back here, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But first, I want to talk about the basic things. So just like in D100, okay, what's going to happen is there's 3 characteristics you're going to use: strength, dexterity, and intelligence. And you're going to get a primary point, which is 50, another point, which is 40, and then 30. And you've got to decide where you're going to put these. Okay. Well, as always. I'm going to go 50 here, right, for strength. Intelligent, dexterity. Do I need to be nimble? Or do I need dexterity more than anything? Well, you know what? I'm going to go 30 on my dexterity and then 40 on my intelligence because I got a feeling if you're captain, you need to be somewhat smart, okay? Unlocked abilities at 50. That's going to be Mighty Blow, so we're going to check that. Mighty Blow, strength weapons, damage rolls of 6 are rolled again and added. So it's an exploding dice. Okay. Race, human, alien, or cyborg organisms, fully integrated with... but the cyborgs are kind of like magic users. Okay, so that's really cool. Skill bonuses. Before the captain starts exploring space, they gain a few extra skills other than provided by their career or race. Choose any 2 skills that don't currently have a skill bonus and add 5 to them. So our skill bonuses are like agility, luck, things like that. Okay, well, you know something, let's move this. First of all, let's get our in the back of the book there are just bonuses that you're going to find for being a human, believe it or not. So we kind of want to just get those squared away. So right here, alien, human. Okay, I'm going to get +5 to my dexterity, which is good. So that's going to bring... Well, see, that turned out pretty good. Adjusted 5 plus. Okay. And -5 to my strength. Oh, that's just wrong, bro. That's wrong. Maybe I should change that. Maybe I'm going to be an alien. -5 to my intelligence. I'd rather lose 5 to my intelligence. +5 strong skill. Yeah, I'm going to be an alien. Yeah, the heck with this. Oh, because I want that mighty blow. All right. So we're going to change it up. We're going to be an alien. All right. Which is fine by me. I'm a little strange anyways. It'd be nice if I had an eraser that worked. So let me go get one that does. And bear with me for a moment. And there we go. All right. Yes, I'm well aware of it, but you know, I mean, you want to nitpick. This is again a prototype copy that I have. It'll be fixed, I'm sure. This was sent to me by the great Martin, so yeah, don't expect you know, any kind of changes or anything. But yeah, intelligence should be intelligence. Who cares? All right, so I'm going to go, since I'm an alien, +5 strength, so that's going to give me 55, which is cool. Skill bonus. Shade all of the stars for the captain's race on the long sheet. Okay, so that let's put down alien. And I'm sorry, I'm left-handed, so it gets in the way of what I'm doing. All right, we are going to be minus intelligence, so it's -5 here for 35. And then we are 30 here, currently. Okay, so we got that all squared away. So let's go over here. So now that we did that, oh, career gives you a thing. So what do we want to be in our career? There is a little thing. You could be like a Marine. You could be just anything. All right, so I believe it's over here. So again, these are things that you're going to go through. And I'll explain a lot of this as we go, because I plan on making this about 5 videos where we do all the easy, the beginner training missions. Race, okay. And then there should be, okay, these are the these operations are ridiculous. That's all I'm going to say there. All right, I'll read you some of your comments in a minute. Just bear with me. I'm trying to find where race is. Well, why don't I look in the front of the book, huh? That might help. Race, page 87. Sometimes use the tools that are available to you. Race. No, career. That's what I'm looking for. Career, 40. Jeez. You know, you think you're live, you know, you do it right. Okay, so, if I'm a Marine, see, now, if I'm a smuggler, dexterity minus. No, I'm going to be a Marine. Okay, so I'm going to be a Marine, which is, my career is a Marine. I am a alien Marine. All right. And I'm going to get +10 to my strength, so that's 15, which means I'm up at 65. I'll erase this and fix it later. I'm going to get -5 to my dexterity, which is going to bring me down to a 25. Boy, I'm making a mess out of this sheet, huh? 25. And then -5 to my intelligence, which is going to bring me down to a 30. Oh, wow. This guy, so just basically I'm a complete idiot. So command, I'm going to get +5. All right, so +5. And escape, I will get +5. Now I could pick 2 more. And I think agility would be a good one, so that's going to be +5. Because that's what it says over here. So let's go over here. And then we'll write in our equipment, but just bear with me for a minute. Choose any 2 skills that you don't have. Implants, lucky. Let's go with luck. because we can use some luck. So that's going to be +5. All right, so that's all my skills. Now, the captain begins the game with some basic equipment they have managed to gather together. Roll once on table W, so we're going to do that. I'm going to take a look at some of these comments, and I'm going to tell you what everybody's saying. Very nice so far. Table Ramble, evening from all from the UK. I started playing yesterday. Did 3/4 introductory mission. Well, good for you, Alexandro. That's cool. Scott Edwards, my copy ships today. Mighty Walk. Okay, we already figured that out. Don't forget to shade the stars of the career and the race skills. Well, I'm getting there. Up until now, only the tiny house rule. Okay. All right. Alexander, how many do I shade? I forgot how many I shade. Oops. That's on the experience track. All right, let me write this down. So what we're going to do first is we're going to roll once on the table W. So table W is right here, and we're going to get ourselves a weapon. So we are going to take D100, and we're going to roll. So hopefully we get something good. All right, so it is a 47, and a 47 is an electromagnet grenade launcher. Well, those always come in handy. Does +1 damage. It's in both hands. Short, stubby weapon similar to a shotgun. It fires small grenades. Okay, so grenade launcher. Launcher. Okay. +1 damage. And its value is 300. Short stubby one is similar to a shotgun. It fires small grenades at high velocity. Well, you gotta like that. It's two-handed weapon, so I'm going to check both those. And there we go. All right, so we did that. All right. Let's see. 3 for skills, I think. I might be wrong. It's a career and race table. Okay. I'll worry about that later when it comes into play. All right. So, let's see here. Whoops, sorry. I got in the way. All right, so we got that done. We got that done. Now we're going to fill in these things that we get. So we're going to get roll once on the web and once on table armor table for starting equipment. Okay, here we go. A for armor. Armor. You know, you think I would have had to tag this, but again, like I said, I just kind of got going here. All right, so we're going to roll. And it is going to be an 18. Kevlar plus Vite Kit. A1. Okay. Armor 1. Okay, so we're going to put that. And where does it go? It goes vitals. Okay, so we're going to get +1 to our vitals. That's pretty cool. All right, so vitals. In that slot, we're going to put a Kevlar plus Vite guard. Sounds like a mouth guard or something like that. And it's going to be A1. There we go. It is worth 100 credits and 20 to fix. All right. Oh, come on, stop. All right, equipment. Equipment goes in the back here. All right, so we are going to give ourselves first things first here. Okay, record the details from the tables to the location slots where equipment might have been assigned. Then add shaded tracks. Oxygen. 10. So I'm going to put 10 there. Night vision. 10. 10 rations. That's a good thing. 10 decoder. 10 power cells, which should be over here. These are going to come later when we do these other things. Then add 3 small med packs to the captain's utility belt. So I'm going to put in 3 med packs. S. To the captain's utility belt slot, which I did. 1 medium pack per slot. But that was 3 small, 1 medium pack per slot. Or to the small equipment pack. You may place some of the utility belt, some in the utility belt, and some in the equipment pack. Okay, we'll worry about that later because we're not going on a mission yet, but this stuff is important. Okay, add 20 to our health. Oops, finishing touches. So we got 20 health points. Okay, so hit points, 4 rep, 3 karma, 3 lives, and 200 credits. And we gave the dude a name. The captain also begins the game with a starship. So here's where this really comes into play, because this is where we start adding things that you're not used to in the dungeon game. Command and escape. Okay. All right. So now, our craft is going to be a fast craft, because we always start with the middle of the pack there. Fast attack craft, and I'll show you that when we start looking around here. Attack craft, and that's going to be 10, 30, 10, fuel, 10. No, that's 30, or else we would not go very far. 12. LS is 40. Jump speed is 60. 10. 25. I'll explain all these in a second. 2. Minus 2. M. And this thing is worth 28,000 credits. Alright, not bad. Alright. It is highly recommended a fresh captain take part in the training operation. Okay, that's what we're doing. If you choose this option, roll a D100. New captains or follow. Otherwise, you begin the game. Okay, no, we don't have to worry about that. Okay. Lost reference. Next, add particle scoop. TL5. I don't think I have to add this in right now. No, I don't. That's only if we don't, if we decided to go right into the thing itself. All right, so we got everything right where we need it, and where we're going to be able to take a look at this a bit and see how it all kind of works out in our first mission. And the first mission should be fairly short and give you a good idea what the heck we're doing. Now, we're going to be rolling tests, okay? And we're going to be going off these numbers, and we have to roll under these numbers. So it's really important that we really achieve what we need to achieve. Now, primary skills, I want to make sure that we get that. And I show you guys. Okay, here we go. So all that stuff I was writing down in, okay, for the attack craft here, tech level is 10. Okay, a starship's tech level sets the difficulty of command over the vessel and is representation of the computers and technology that are on board. Some of the starships are very basic to operate, whilst others are going to require many crew members to operate successfully. When a captain performs a starship test, they compare the tech level of the starship against their own intelligence value. If the captain's intelligence level of their starship against if the captain's intelligence level is higher than the starship's tech level, the difference is added as a bonus to the test. However, if the captain's intelligence is lower than the bonus, than the starship's tech level, the difference is deducted as a penalty to test. The bonus or penalty is called a control modifier. Okay, so there we go. So here's an example, and I'll make sure you understand it. Jacob's intelligence is 60. Now ours is, we're dumb as rocks, so ours is 30. His starship tech level is 50. Jacob's intelligence is 10 higher than the starship's tech level, so his control modifier is plus 10. The captain's control modifier is further modified by the number of bridge crew currently on board the starship. Jacob's base control modifier is plus 10, and he has just boarded 15 bridge crew. His control modifier is now set to 25. 10 plus 15 is 25. Get it? Okay, pretty easy. The next number that we have is 30. This is cargo space. This is the size of the starship's cargo hold. Set the maximum amount in tons. The cargo that can be boarded onto the starship. If at any time there is cargo above this value, it must be jettisoned into space. Drive thrusters, which is our next number. The starship at some point wishes to perform complex maneuvers while in a system. Rather than making jumps from system to system, the drive thrusters provide an advancement in those tests. All right, seems pretty easy, right? Okay, next, fuel tanks. Fuel tanks set the maximum amount of fuel that a starship can hold at any given time. Right now we're at 30. Perfect. Any fuel that is acquired above this value is lost and is not added to the spaceship's current fuel value. The value is recorded in tons. The fuel is spent during hyperjumps at a rate of 1 ton for every 10 light years. We'll take a look at that later. When fuel scoops. When a starship is traveling in space, the captain may perform a fuel scoop test to try to collect some vagrant fuel particles in the starship's fuel tanks. This value sets the amount that is collected. This is useful if a starship is running low on fuel and has not yet reached a port to stock up. Life support, this is the maximum amount of crew that we can have, which is 40. Jump speed, this is how far we are going to be able to jump per jump speed test. Power generators. The starship's power generators set the number of power points that are restored every time the starship performs a power generator test when in space. At starports, the starship power level can be restored by using the power hooks. See port phase. We'll get to that at some point. Power level. This sets the maximum power the starship can maintain. Our power level right now is 25. Okay. Weapon systems. During combat, and we will get into combat at some point, when a starship has hit its target, the player rolls 1d6 for damage and adds the starship's weapon systems value to the roll. The higher the starship's weapon systems is, the more damage it will inflict when it hits the enemy. Shield generator. Okay, when a starship suffers damage, its shield generator reduces the impact. And ours is -2. Okay, cool. Mods. This sets the maximum number of free spaces that is available on the starship to fit modifications that are added. Also boosts the ship's credit value. If the ship is not destroyed, will yield a higher insurance payout. The ship may not hold more modifications than its mod value. All right, which is there. M. Credits. This sets a starship's purchase and sell price in credits. All right, so that's what all this cutesy stuff is right here, and that's where that's going to take us. All right. Let's see. We need photon torpedoes. I agree. All right, so there we go. All right, so now we are going to go to the first operation because we're gonna wing through this a bit and for this, okay? At some point, I'm really, when it's time to start really doing missions and stuff like that, away missions and stuff, different things like that. When we're crawling through all these areas and doing all kinds of really cool stuff, which wait till you see what I've got planned. We'll really get in depth, but I want you to see what this is about, why it's so glorious, and why my man just got things down. So the first bunch of missions are the first mission is a space mission, then you go to another space mission, then your third space mission, and then an away mission, and then you start rolling. So you're going to do these 4 missions first. And this is going to give you a feel for all the newer stuff and everything that goes on here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, so I don't have to go back and forth, is I am going to, you know what? Yeah, I can, yeah, all right, I can do that. All right, so here is our star map. I'll turn it when we have to. So let's take a look at this first mission, okay? Success will give us 1,000 credits. Travel to the Army's system and sell 25 tons of weapon upgrades at the Luna Station, Zone 2. Now I'm going to explain all this. Description. The captain has just picked up a consignment of very sensitive goods at a rebel base military port in the Vin War system. So let's take a look here and see where we are. Okay. So I want to show you this. Okay. So we're going to be right here. All right. And we picked up these goods here. Now, as you can see, you can travel within here in these zones. These are considered zones. All right, and you're going to be traveling in here and visiting things. But in order to travel from system to system, there's a number right here. Okay, and it's 116 light years to get to Arminus. That's what we're trying to do. We're here. We want to get there. Okay. So there's a couple of rules that are going to change this a little bit, but it's so you get a feel for this and understand how this system works. Okay. Why not take the sheet off? Ace, because guess what? It's my stream, and in your stream, you can take the sheet off. I don't feel like taking the sheet off right now because it's going to get all banged up. I'm just going to flip around because I got to turn it. You may be right, bro, though. I don't know. I may go with it and take the thing off. It's only... I don't want to take it off right now because I got to flip back and forth a little bit, and I don't want that to get in the way and miss what I have to do on the other thing. I'm just going to leave it there. Must deliver them to a contact. Okay, I lost my way. The captain has just picked up the consignment sensor. There he goes in the Vin War system, like we showed you, and must deliver them to a contact at the Lunas space station. Add 25 weapons to the cargo hold. Okay, well, we can do that. Where's our cargo hold? Cargo hold. Cargo. Oh, cargo hold. So we're going to put weapons. Now, this here, narcotics, contraband, weapons, these are usually very sensitive things. Okay, but we're not This doesn't play into here. This can cause, if you get caught with this stuff, can cause you a great penalty. So we're going to put 25 there. All right. So boom, there we got it. All right. The cargo consists of weapon upgrades stolen from a support ship by a smuggler that goes by the name Findar Wiseman. The Artemis system is 116 light years away. See star map. Okay. You're going to need to make some jump tests. See moving from system to system. Okay. If you fail a jump test, ignore any hyperdrive events. Now, if you fail it, there are hyperdrive events that will cause bedlam, and all kinds of things can go completely wrong. When you reach the entry point, Zone 1, in the Artemis system, you will need to activate space cruise, see moving within a star system, and fly to Zone 2, where you will begin the port phase. See port phase. Now we'll do that. We'll do each one of these so you get a feel for this. During the port phase, all you need to do is sell 25 tons for 80 each for a total of 2,000 credits to complete the mission. Although weapons are red goods, remember what I said, red goods, you do not need to make an illegal activities test on this occasion. Find a contact of Findar will meet you after the deal has gone down at Loomis and collect half the credits, 1,000. The remaining amount, if you succeed, will be given to you, and that's 1,000 credits. Well, we can use that for completing the space mission successfully. Whilst trying to reach Loomis Station, you may need to initiate the starship's power ship generators if you were running low on power. See power generators. Okay. We'll have to check how to do that. When the mission is complete, remove it from your active missions and check the box, to a tick on the operation track on your log sheet. Now continue to Operation 2. Now we have a log sheet. Hold on here. Boom. That is a combat track. Oh, I didn't print the log sheet. Oh, no. Did I? And all this stuff you'll see, there's time and stuff like that, and different things will happen. Guess what? It does exactly the same as the Operation. Duh. All right, so I think the bro was right. We'll take that out. All right. The only reason is I wanted to keep that here so we know. Okay, we know it already tells us that. Now each system here breaks down where things are in those systems. So if you look here, and I want to make sure that you guys see that. Here's our map sheet. I'm going to get a big thing, so we're gonna do it a little differently. So say we were in Minith and we need to go to a certain place. It'll tell us where each zone, where things are. You know, asteroid fields, water, planets, gaseous things, star bases, and things like that. That will help us. So we can kind of plan out where we need to go and what to do. All right. All right. So with that said, why don't we get going here? And we know that we have to get here. All right. So how do we jump from point A to point B? Okay, operation. I'm going to put that there. So the first thing that we're going to want to look to do, okay, is see moving from system to system. Okay, and that's, I think, here it is. All right. Moving within a star system, which we're not going to worry about right now, but we're more concerned about moving within a system. Let's go. Moving from system to system. It was right there. Duh. All right, so just so you know, to move from a star system, from star system to star system, the distance needed to travel is too great for a space cruise. That's what we're going to do here moving within a star system. The captain will often need to make a number of jump tests, okay? And that's what we're going to be doing because we're going to hyper jump. And we're going to turn this around because we're dealing mostly with our spaceship here. Until they have traveled a number of light years needed to reach their intended star system. Each success allows the starship to move their jump speed in light years. The ship will burn an equal amount. Well, we know that. I'll explain it. A ship does not have to travel its full jump speed each time the test is made. A starship must use the green hyper jump lanes shown on the map. That's these right here, like I told you. Some are like 388. Yeah, that's a good time. Okay. The starship will draw. A starship must use the green hyper jump lanes shown on the star map. See diagram. If the test fails, the starship will drop out of the hyper jump and will travel part distance. The player rolls on table J jump error to see how far the starship has traveled. And this may also trigger a hyper jump event. Okay, so we're not going to worry about that. So it is going to be a test against our initiative. Okay, our intelligence, plus or minus command value. Remember what we talked about that. That's how we are going to test our jump. Okay, so it's 116. So let's take a look. Okay, and this is where I needed to get over here a little bit. Just bear with me. Okay, our tech level is, our intelligence right now is 30. Okay, not great. Okay, but, okay, our TL level is 10. So that's 20. Okay, so that's great. So 20, our intelligence is 20 higher than our tech level. That's good because now we take 20. Okay, our crew is 40. Okay, and we're going to take 20. Jacob's base modifier is 10. He has just boarded 15 bridge crew. His control modifier is now set to 15. So I have 40. So 40 plus. Oh, no. Crew. Yes, life support, 40. Bridge crew. Let me just make sure that I'm doing this right. Is further modified by the bridge crew currently on the starship. Okay, our bridge crew is 40. So 40 plus 20 is 60 plus our 30 is 90. Okay? No, it's 40 plus. Yes. So that's what we have to do. We have to take our intelligence plus our control modifier. So that means 90. So I have to roll 90 or less in order to do 60 of that jump. So now I will take my D100s. Okay. And I have to roll, and that is a 76. So now what happens is 60 of that, because we have a jump speed of 60, cuts into that. So now I'm left with 56. All right. So now I would roll again, and it's a 73. Boy, thank God for that. So now I would finish the rest and end up in the entry point, which is zone 1. Okay? That's how you do jump speed. Now, say I failed. Say I rolled a 92. All right? Because I want to show you this too. I'm going to move this over here, and I'm going to show you what goes wrong here. How many can you play? It's basically one. It's one person. So now I'm going to show you exactly what's going to happen when you fail. You're going to go to jump error, okay? And this can hurt you. So now that I also have to take off the fuel that I used. So I'm going to show you that too, but I want to show you the jump error thing. And this is when you're going to see. Now there's a jump error here. You are going to cross-reference the number of light years attempted to jump. So I'm trying to do 100, and it's always rounded up. Okay, so I'm trying to do 120, or basically 60 light years is what I would need. So if I failed, I would roll on this, and it would be a 76, which seems to be the number here, and I would go over to 60, and I only traveled 42 of those. So I would need to fly the remainder, which was 8 and 6 would be 14, which if I was able to do it, I would have to round up to 2, so I would end up wasting a fuel. Now, because of how I jumped, we had 30 fuel, and I used 12 of them. Okay, remember, it's 10 for everything. So it'd be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So that's 6, and then the rest would be 56. Rounded up would be 12. So I would have used 12 of my fuel. So right there, I would erase this here and know that I have only got, if only I had an eraser that worked. There we go. So 12, that would leave me 18. Okay. That's how much fuel I have. So now that we're in the system and we're in zone 1, we're going to move over to, moving within a star system. Now, here's the thing again. I want to show you something else. If I failed that particular, I'm still on system to system. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure you understood that. So if I failed that and something went wrong, and I had there was an H in parentheses there, GH, I would have to roll on the hyperdrive event. And we would roll to D6. That would be 70. Boy, I'm just rolling 70s like crazy. Better make sure I'm there. Okay, so 70, fuel parasite. The hyper jump is aborted and the starship drops out of the jump mode. Fuel is leaking from the tanks. After a hull scan, the computer picks up a swarm of fuel parasites that have attached themselves to the side of the fuel tanks and are burrowing through the... I mean, this stuff is ingenious. Creating a large hole. It will take days, maybe, and many spacewalks to remove parasites and repair the leak. Test repairs below until the test is passed successfully. So, successfully, you're going to be minus 1d3 of fuel. Fail, you're going to lose 1d3 of fuel and have to keep on going. And engineers. You would have to hire and get more engineers out there to help you. It would be an intelligence test versus your CM test for the repairs. Nasty, nasty, nasty. And there's all kinds of stuff that will slow you up, mess you up, and cause you all kinds of bedlam. All right, so within the star system, okay, we are trying to get from zone 1 to zone 2. So let's read this. There are 10 zones for each system, and some of them may include a POI, points of interest. These zones are numbered 1 through 10. When a ship ends its hyperjump, it is in zone 1. The captain must activate the ship's cruise and perform space cruise test below in order to move from zone 1 to zone 2. The captain may interact with any points of interest in zone 2 or activate the space cruise engine again and move to either back to zone 1 or to zone 3. This procedure is performed over and over until the captain wishes to leave the star system altogether, in which the case they may make a hyperjump to another system. Hyperjump tests can be made from any zone within the system. So to go from space cruise, again, we're going to take our intelligence and our CM. So that was 90. Success, minus 1 PL. Well, we know what PL is. All right. That is power level. So what we need to do is we have a power level of 25. Okay, we want to make sure that we stay all right there, and have enough power level. But the most important thing is if we fail, it would be minus 1 and then stay in the zone. Not cool. So we're going to roll to see if we can get to zone 2. 84, just barely made it. Nice. But we still got there. So now what would happen is we are going to erase our power cell here and bring it down to 24. All right. Now, when we get to the station, we're going to be able to take care of that. So we're in zone 2, and if we remember, in zone 2 here is exactly, I believe, where we're trying to go, which is back here. Zone 2, we're trying to get to Lunas Station. Okay, so our entry point was zone 1. Okay, and then we're going to go zone 2. All right. I think I forgot to do the modifier. Okay. Well, I would have been stuck there. That would have cost me. Okay, because it's minus 40 modifier inside the system, minus my going from zone 1 to zone 2. So I would be at 90, so I would need to roll under 50. So that would have been 50. There we go. So I was able to do it on the second turn, so I actually would have to take off an extra power level. See, you can waste a lot of power levels. There are modifiers that you are going to get plus and minuses for traveling within these zones. Okay? I'm sorry, I forgot to do that. It's not as easy as adding all that up sometimes and just taking and subtracting and going, oh, well, 90, no problem. I can roll under that 90% of the times. Because this is a very unstable star system, there is a minus 40 modifier. Okay? So we did make it to Loomis Station. So now we're going to go over to our operations, which is over here. And we're going to find out exactly what happens. Whoa, hey. One God, thank you so much for the donation. We'll give you Godzilla. It's been so long. I'm glad I made it. I'm glad you made it too. Thank you so much for the donation. We will definitely give you a Godzilla at the very end of this. All right, so let's continue on. So now that we did that, we made it there, okay? We made it to zone 1. You will need to activate store cruise, which we did. And then where you will begin port phase. See port phase. All right. So I'm going to read this for you so you understand what happens when we are at a spaceport, because this is where this just gets, it's just something, it's really, this is a great game, folks. That's all I'm going to tell you. All right. I'm not, I could sit here and sing about this all day long. Okay. Port phase, page 31. All right. See how easy it is if you read it. Okay. Whenever the captain's starship reaches a zone containing a space station or a military dock, they may decide to dock, which we did. When this occurs, a port phase has begun. The following options are available for the captain to use. It is free to dock at a military base, but there is a 50 credit docking fee that must be paid when docking at a space station. Okay, so we'll have to pay that out of our 200. The option may be performed in any order and may be repeated any number of times unless stated otherwise. In addition, not all options are available at both a space station and a military base. Port icons have the gear thing, and then military base has the round thing. Okay, all right. Shown which option can be used when docking at either type of port. If an icon is not shown for the type of port the captain is docked at, it may not be taken. So what do we have at this particular port? Where there's medic, armory, trade halls, which we're going to do. Okay. Also, there's supplies. Okay. Supplies are in short. Supplies are in short supply and restrict to a few per customer. However, it has been known for those with good reputations to be given preferential treatment and the option to buy more than the usual quota. The captain may buy a maximum of 20 plus ventures repped, blah, 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 so forth and so on. Training droids are only at military. Cybercon, cargo docks. Okay, you could buy extra cargo docks. Shipyards. Captains may buy and sell modifications to their starship. Okay, really important. Mission boards. That's only at a military thing. Passenger lounge. Captain may wish to ferry passengers across the galaxy. You could drop them off, and you can earn money. Crew, hire and fire. Okay, you can do that. We'll get into that. Unforeseen costs. Let's see what else. And then I also believe that you can table N. Let's check that. Needed. All right, so you can buy certain things if you have enough of credits, and you can roll. It's kind of like you're at the end of the thing when you have your treasure map. All right. So we've done that, and then what we're going to do is now we're going to continue on with this mission and find out what we're going to do. Okay, so we went to port phase, so it's going to cost us 50 large, okay? And that, on this side, we would take our $50 from, all right? And boom. So now we're down to 150. All right. All right. During the port phase, all you need to do is sell the 25 tons, which we did for 2,000 to complete the mission. Although weapons are red goods, okay, we give up that. So now we end up with 1,000 credits. So now we're at 1,150. Okay, so we're going to get that. That is going to be the reward that we are going to get. Whilst trying to reach the Luna station, you may initiate the Starship power generators if you're running low on power, which we're not. When the mission is complete, remove it from your active missions and check the box. Boom. And that is going to finish that very first mission. Okay, the next one, we're going to do some mining and collecting, which is going to be pretty cool because it's in the system that we're already at. And we are going to be able to go over and do that. But we're going to save that for our next stream because I want to break this down to you very simply and make it just very, very easy for you guys to do. So let me just go here, above cam. Okay, there we go. As you can see, this adds a whole nother dimension to things, and it's just a fantastic, fantastic experience. Just the Starship phase, even though we just hit on a little bit, there's a lot of danger that goes into it because you have to be careful how much fuel you have, where you want to jump to. You want to stop at spaceports, make sure you have the credits that you can spend to refuel your ship, redock your ship, and get everything right. And that's not even doing some of the away missions where we are going to kind of do more of the traditional type of exploration that you would see in the 100 dungeon. Really well done. This is very smart. I've read some of the things. Some of the things are just absolutely nasty, and I don't know where Martin gets some of this stuff, but it is a fantastic, fantastic must-have experience for you guys. And I'm promising you this much, we are going to be doing more. Matter of fact, I think the next time is either Wednesday or Sunday. If we do it Sunday, we are going to do a double session. I do want to fit in a painting thing somewhere, so we'll do that as well. So we have a couple of Godzillas to give out. First, we're going to give out to Bill Holmes. Thank you so much for the donation, bruh. Thank you. Let's see if he gets the music. That's just wrong. That's just wrong. Dirty lizard. All right, my boy, One God. We haven't seen him in a while. Glad to have you back, bro. Here we go. Oh, he gets it! All right. Next we need to do... Hey, Martin, the next thing you need to do is a giant kaiju game. D100 Kaiju. How cool would that be? Now, how would you do that? Actually, the next one I would like to see him do, space. We've got the fantasy. I think you got to go post-apocalypse. post-apocalyptic, trying to survive, scrounging and scavenging for things, trying to rebuild a society. You know how he added all that stuff for the extra book where you can build your castles and all that stuff. All you got to do is turn that into, where you're building a new society, getting people in there. I mean, come on, how cool would that be? All right, that's the next one he needs to do. I'm just trying to make this guy some money. This guy's a genius. He needs it. VTP. Looks fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. You're not going to be disappointed in it for sure. But definitely, hey, Martin, I'm going to write you. I'm going to tell you. Post-apocalyptic next. This stuff writes itself. Yes, post-apocalyptic could be nice. Asus, you hit it right on the head, my brother. Nice job. All right. So there you go. We did that. I wanted you to get a feel for some of the new things that were going on, how you move from zone to zone, and how it works. We will be getting more into this, and I really want to break this down because I want you guys to go out there and get this. Not because, Martin's a great guy, but because this is a great game made by one of the smartest guys. And I got to tell you this much. I've messed around with 5 Parsecs, great miniature game. Starfinder, okay, and also I really enjoy Core Space, and the other one, oh God, it's going to drive me up a wall. Stargrave, all great games. This is that one experience where when you just don't got some peeps around and stuff like that, that you can just create this whole thing. Now, don't get me wrong. Stargrave is nice because you can play that solo too, but you don't have a ton of setup of this. It's just you, a pencil, and a good eraser, unlike the one I had, and some dice, and you're off and chucking and seeing what you can do with your captain, where you're going to go. These adventures just become more and more exciting as they go. And there's just tons of things that can happen, and you can pick up and go, and the best thing about it is, you don't have to finish it that day. You can close that book and come back and continue where you were. And it's just a never-ending, wonderful story that really, really has a lot of heart and character. Pendies. New here. Started playing D100 Dungeon just last week. Well, that's cool, brother. Forgive me for doing it this way. I think this camera's out. Let me check out. Yeah, that one's out, so I can't. You can't see the side of my head. I'm definitely getting into this too. Thanks for the wholesome content you make, and greetings from Finland. Great place. To everybody. Well, thank you, my brother, and I'm glad you are really enjoying it. And we got plenty more coming for you. You guys are the best, and I really appreciate everything that you guys do. And what more can I say? Thanks to everybody that donated. Thanks to everybody that watched. Thanks to everybody that's part of this channel. I love you all. It's not the size of the channel. It's the people in it that make the channel, and you guys do, and it's fantastic. We'll be back with more of this week at some point as we start to get more and more in-depth in this, and really start to really crack and really get a fantastic feel for this just tremendous experience. I think you guys are going to love it. If you love D100, you're going to love this. Martin's a genius. That's all I can say. So, let me answer this one thing. There is more available now at MK Games. Tracks, mapping game, and implant, and I got to fix. First of all, I've got so much stuff. I have to fix where this monitor is. I'm going to bring it over here. This table is so enormous that I got a giant 36-inch monitor that is a mile away, and I can't even read it. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff over at. You can go to Martin MK Games. I don't know if you can get the extras from Drive-Thru RPG, but you can go and get the PDF and download this to get started. I have everything for D100. I will get everything for this as well. So I'll show you how that's all done when I get my hands on it. And just know that we are committed to this. This next year might be in my top 10 games of all time. We'll have to see. All right. So I love you all. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob saying, we shall see you soon. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you real soon. And we've got so much goodness coming in the future. If my mother-in-law can stop from falling, this is the third time she fell, and the kids can stop getting banged up, my daughter-in-law can stop getting sick, my son, the cows, the chickens, and everything else can just calm down a little bit and let me run this channel the way I want it. Right? But hey, we did get this done today like I promised, so I feel pretty good about that. Till next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon, everybody. And John, we love you too. We love you too. Just rewatch it. Josh, just rewatch it. Just rewatch it, Josh. That's all you got to do. Just rewatch the video. Go to the beginning. Rewatch it, and everything be good. See, this is the after credits, kind of like a Marvel movie. So Josh wrote and he said, "Hey, I love the channel and everything." Josh, thank you so much. Andy just wrote and said, "Hey, I think you can also get extras ready-made from Game Crafters." Well, there you go. Look at that. Andy dropping some knowledge on you. All right. This time I'm really going to go. Goodbye, everybody. We will see you soon.